kale, ginger, peas, peppers, rosemary, carrots, tomatoes, basil, void, mystery. Coming up next on Hydro Solo. It's almost Christmas in the United States God hates the most. You guys know. It's the state that wishes it wasn't a state, but also benefits from being one. The point is, it's either bitter cold or pleasantly warm outside. Either way, the weather outside has no impact on my garden because I grow indoors. And you should too, if you live in a godforsaken place like I do. Now, thanks to Thomas Franklin Tesla for inventing electricity, and his buddy George Jesus H. Washington for inventing indoors and also the Bible Constitution, my garden is kicking ass right now in the dead of almost winter. Let me give you all a tour. There's peas, which have stalled out. I think because they want to climb but can't, so are defeated and have just given up on living. They did produce a couple of pea pods though, but they're about to be obliterated to make room for something more productive. Pro tip, have a low tolerance for unproductive plants if you're growing in extremely limited space. Over to the newish pepper plant, which is doing great. Although I feel like it should be further along than it is. I mean, I started it way back in late October, so it's taking its sweet time growing up. The reanimated pepper, though, is doing great. The leaves are smaller and the fruit set is smaller, but it's still got room to grow. I mean, look at this. I started this plant way back in late spring and it's still going. I might cut it back a second time to see what happens. Plants are fucking amazing. The rosemary is practically indestructible. This was started from a couple of grocery store cuttings. Okay, real quick, here's how to do it. Cut off a small piece right above the leaves. Strip the lower leaves off. Drop in a little water. Wait a couple of weeks. Wait. When the roots shoot out, stuff it back in soil. In a month, you'll have this. Over to the carrots. They've finally taken off. I started these over a month ago. I feel they should be further along also, but whatever. Hurry up, you motherfuckers. The kale is still going strong. I wonder how high these stalks will grow. Maybe to the moon. Maybe to Mars. Who knows? But I do know I've been grazing on these sumbitches. You can see all the scars I've inflicted by cutting off leaves. And that's the great thing about kale and most leafy greens. You can harvest a little over time and they'll keep growing. Another pro tip, cut leaves from the bottom up. Actually, that should be obvious. Moving over to the ginger. Looks like it's still thinking about its life choices. I just started it a couple of weeks ago and it's still winter. Maybe in another couple of weeks it'll get its shit together and emerge. In the Aero garden, the tiny tomatoes are kicking ass, like they always do. These little fuckers are incredibly productive. It's only been a little over a month and they're already starting to flower and set fruit. And they'll keep doing this for months. They'll keep producing. They seem to thrive in the Aero garden. And since they don't get very big like most tomato plants, they're perfect for this system. Right next to the micro tomatoes are the basil. It's coming along, although getting a bit crowded out by the tomatoes. Life is tough, you little assholes. Hang in there. Basil might be the easiest thing on the planet to grow. So if you're looking for a place to start, take the hint. The smaller Aero garden is going through a reboot. I am super lazy about cleaning them out and replanting. Because you got to take them apart, wash them out, and put them back together. Not sure what I'm going to do next in this one. Maybe I'll grow a pecan tree or something. Finally, I got this little Aero garden that I'm going to use as a seed germinator. Since Aero garden is going out of business, I got it for almost nothing. So if you have any interest in getting one of these idiot-proof things, better act now. Like, right fucking now. Oh, and by the way, I have a little surprise coming. I hope you enjoyed this jaunt through my indoor garden. Let me know in the comments how your indoor garden is doing, or your outdoor garden, or whatever the hell you're doing with plants. See you next time.
Do you want to take a train down to Tomato Town?